here. All reviews matter, even negative ones. I know on my channel I barely talk about any anime I don't like, but they all serve a purpose. I was on AnimeList the other day, and I saw a thread saying, why would you make a negative review? Obviously, we're gonna have trash anime, good anime, but if you don't like a series, does nothing for you, why even make a review on it? Why trash it? What do you get out of it? Bragging rights? You get all your anger out? They wanted to understand where people were coming from. And the comments reminded me why I do reviews in the first place. Reviews help people shape their opinion. Every season, we're getting more and more anime. It gets to the point, it's even hard for me to pick what shows to watch, which ones not to watch, because obviously the trailers are made to look good. Obviously, some episode 1s are so good, it sells you on the whole show. But then episode 3 is so trash, you can't finish the bad boy. And some shows, they start off slow, but then they get better over time. So that's where reviews come in handy. What if you don't want to waste 4 episodes to know if something's going to be spicy or not? If you got a review telling you, hey, if you get through episode 1 through 4, you're good to go. Hey, episode 5, it's a deal breaker. If you liked everything that happened so far in episode 2 and 4, that's why I like reviews. They give you those major key alerts, so it's easy to decide which shows to drop and which ones to keep. Obviously, we all have different preferences and tastes in anime, but I think we all want the same thing from anime: entertainment. Why are we gonna watch a show that bores us? And if we have to struggle with the show, why should everyone else go through our same struggles when you can just tell people, hey bro, don't watch it. It will save lives and time. And times that one currency you can't get back no matter what you do. So that's why I would be happy if someone, before I even watch King's Game, had like a review somewhere, hey, don't watch King's Game. It's a sequel, it doesn't say that, but it is. Secondly, it's gonna be a good concept, weak execution, it's gonna challenge you. Episode 1 will be the hardest first episode of your whole life. If you still want to continue, go ahead, but just know it's not going to get any better or make you laugh. It may be meme worthy, but that's still a reach. I would love if that happened to me. Recreators, I like the show, but I'm not going to watch the bad boy. The art is beautiful, but after episode 2, I was bored out my mind. And I noticed when I went back to the reviews recently, they basically saved me so much time. Everyone was saying the same thing pretty much. It can be enjoyable, but if you don't like the characters, you don't like the baddie, don't watch it. You're not gonna like the payoff. But if you do like the baddie, you might enjoy it, because the way Recreators is, it's like a lot did happen, but nothing really happened at the end of the day. And yes, it was a good attempt of a cool idea for the anime industry, but it didn't go too far. I think the whole point of Recreators, people were saying in the reviews, it was showing us how we can change the anime industry by what we buy, what we support, but at the same time, the anime industry can influence us. That was all I was trying to say at the end of the day. We can tell creators we don't like a certain series and they'll stop making certain series. But once again, everyone has a say in it. So that makes it interesting. But the way episode 2 was, I couldn't do it, bro. It wasn't hitting for me. Plain and simple. That's why you notice when I do my reviews for any video, I'm not outright saying you should watch it, you have to watch it. I'm saying, hey, this is my experience. I like this show. It hit the spot for me. Let me tell you exactly why it hit the spot for me. That's my whole point with every review. Give you my taste, give you my take on a show, and let you decide for yourself, is it worth it or not. Hanamaru Sumo. I was so worried about it, bro. I ain't seen no reviews on it, I ain't seen first impressions, I just straight up watched it. And I liked it. I feel like if I did watch a review on it, it would change my whole perception of the show. The same thing happened to me with Idolmaster. I was on the fence. I was sitting here like, bro, I like idols. It's cute girls doing cute things. But is it as good as Love Live? I knew Idolmaster existed all this time, but I've never seen the trailers. I've never watched a full episode of it. Okay, you know what's on Crunchyroll? I gave it a chance, and I'm working on a review on it, which is gonna come eventually. And I gotta say, I'm so glad I gave it a chance. And I'm most likely gonna watch Idolmaster, Cinderella Girls, and I'll keep going from there, hopefully, but I don't know. We're gonna see. Now, what I like about Idolmaster, I was watching a review on it, and a guy was pretty much saying Idolmaster is a journey of girls embodying their ideal model of an idol. Because obviously in all these idol shows, the big theme is, what does an idol mean to you? And there's 3 characters that are the main characters pretty much, and they show you what being an idol means to them. And other characters, they're interesting side characters, but you can tell they're not main characters. And they're saying at the halfway point, that's when everything picks up, everything just starts slapping. And I said, all right, bet. And right now I'm episode 6, and I can see how people could say, yeah, Idol Master be hitting, but take some time to warm up and get to the really good stuff. You can say the same thing about stuff like Radiant. If you read the manga chapters, maybe you have a different opinion of it compared to just watch the anime. That's what I like about reviews so much. One little detail can change your whole feeling on a show. If you go in knowing the source material, maybe you like it more, or maybe you like it less because you was expecting X, Y, and Z because you read the manga, the light novel, etc., etc. Like, I remember I read the light novel, or at least some of the manga. I read some of the manga for a certain magical index. I don't remember why I stopped reading. I'm pretty sure the reason why, or what I was reading it on, maybe they didn't have the latest chapter, but I do love this series like crazy. Speaking of a certain magical index, on AniList, a certain magical index 3 is at a 7. And I was surprised. I thought it would be at least a 7.75 or at least a solid 8. But once again, it's an average. And that's why I keep saying to myself, reviews matter, but only as much as the person in question says they do. If you look at a review and say, all right, this show slaps, this person nailed all the points, and I get where they're coming from, bet. Great show, I'm watching. Show looks cool, but I'm not missing anything, I'm not gonna watch. That's why reviews are so important, especially in a time where there's so much anime dropping every season. It's even hard for me to decide, okay, what to watch, what not to watch. Cause bro, half these trailers are so amazing, but episode 1 is so boring. I wonder how did they get green light for this entire series to exist in the first place. Like Wake Up Girls, I'm actually mad it existed. Wake Up Girls new chapter, I love it. The original, it was interesting but boring at the same time. Like, it was a struggle for girls to become idols. One girl was already an idol. I like that, but the way it was going, no, I couldn't do it. After episode 2, I was like, no more. It's not hitting for me. But then when I was watching new chapter, every bit of it was enjoyable. So I guess anime really has changed over time, and maybe that's why reviews have changed as well. Because I think you look at older reviews, people were just saying, yeah, it's nice anime, I had fun. And now it's like, episode 1 is out, we're gonna make a video on it. Yeah, I don't like it. Let me tell you why it's trash. If you like this, you're not gonna like this series. If you don't like this series, you may like that. Yada yada. So I always try to make a video for y'all, especially with reviews. I'm trying to give y'all a good take of the show and leave everything up to y'all. Because I don't want to be the reviewer. I'm just saying, hey, I don't like it, you can't like it. No. Like whatever show you like. Enjoy whatever franchise you want. All I ask for is if someone asks you why do you like something, just tell them what's up. Don't be that one anime fan where one review is the best, everything else is irrelevant. No, everyone's review can be important or irrelevant. Just depends on the person. So all in all, reviews are always going to be important. But if you already like a series, you don't need a review to justify your experience. If a review says your favorite show is trash, okay, that's one person. They can explain themselves, cool, but it shouldn't take away from the fact you like a series. I've seen reviews about Sakura's Quest and they're hitting somewhere, but I'm not really upset because they did bring up some good points. I remember when Starlight Review, it finished, it got a decent amount of reviews. I remember last season people said the shows I like, they were good, but they could have been better, they seen better, yada yada. So I'm always gonna check out reviews, write reviews, do reviews, but do they really matter? Maybe. Do they really count for something? They should, but who knows? Y'all get to decide. Regardless, that's all I want to say today. Thanks so much for watching, for listening. Do your boy a favor if you want to help me anyway, whether it be $1, $5, or even $4. I got a Patreon. Peep the link in the description box below. If you want to chill with me, I have Discord. Follow me on Twitter. If you got suggestions or you want to hear my thoughts on certain anime this season, put in the comment section below and I got you. I can say so much more, but the squad needs me.